Hi, it's Kevin from Made in Leicester here, and with me in the studio I've got two people from Explicit Youth.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Hello there. Welcome on this lovely sunny afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
That's quite all right. Now, just quickly, can you tell us what part of the band you actually do and what's your name?
My name's Dan. I sing and play guitar.
And my name's George, and I play guitar.
Oh, right. Oh, well done. And how many of you are there in the band?
There's 4 of us, but the other 2 couldn't really make it today.
Okay. Oh. So why do you call yourselves Explicit Youth? I always get asked.
we were in the same lineup before with like several other names.
Party and Pluto and stuff.
No, we was like, we're not feeling this. Then our drummer Jack, he tends to think of most of the names. This one kind of like stuck.
Right.
So it had a little bit of a ring to it. And
They weren't too long either.
Yeah, and we kind of like, it grew on us more as well.
I like it. It's a little bit, well, it's almost like explicit, isn't it? It's
Like it'll be a bit funny when we're older as well, if we're still together.
Well, that's right. Well, then you might want to change your names. I don't know.
We probably will change the name sometime again, because in the amount of times we've changed our name before.
Yeah. But also, I mean, a lot of bands sort of change their name as their music changes as well. So, as you say, when you grow older, you'll probably find that your music changes as well, and then you find
Yeah, I think we've sort of found our sound sort of by now, because we've been in the band for like about 7 months, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Since summer.
Oh, okay. Blimey, so quite a new band then.
Yeah, fair yeah.
Okay. What would you say you write your songs about then, generally?
Well, I kind of write them from other people's perspectives on stuff.
Right.
I try and write quite abstract, but it kind of always sounds like I'm writing about a girl. Whereas I try to write about like other people's experiences with girls and stuff. But sometimes we do write about our own personal experiences as well, but that's very rare.
Okay. So the song we're about to play then, Slow Down. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That's kind of about my friend who recently had a bit of a hard time with a girl. So
okay, that's quite interesting. So that's from his, and the song's written from his.
Yeah,
Because normally people write songs about their own.
Yeah, I wanted to be a bit different, you see. So.
Oh, I like that. Interesting.
Well, it has to be quite major to write a song about yourself. Like,
okay.
Otherwise, it can be a bit like cringy. If you get me.
Is that because you're not into self-promotion? You sort of feel embarrassed about, or you don't like talking about yourselves?
No, it's just, I guess, find it easy, I guess.
Okay. All right then. So, without any further ado, here's "Slow Down" by Explicit Youth, live in the studio.
Back around, they won't care what you think of them. They walk down the path, no time to turn back and look at everything they've done. And he's telling you to slow down. Look, in his mind, he's doing just fine. And he can't think just for himself, just typically drowned in his own kind. They're alone, yeah, no one's around. It's like when you speak, there's a bombing bomb. And he tells her not to make a sound. Their heartbeats race as the clocks go. And she's telling you to slow down. She looks at him and what she's lost and found. Her memories rush right through the clouds. One day they might come around. she's telling you to slow down. Look in his mind, he's doing just fine, and he can't think just for himself, just typically drowned in his own kind. And she's telling you to slow down. She looks at him on what she's gone and found. The memories rush right through the clouds. One day they might come around.
That was Slow Down by Explicit Youth. So, okay, so have you ever thought about doing a collaboration with somebody?
It's kind of Niall, isn't there?
Yeah, it's my like. He's shout out to Niall Godfrey, by the way. We're gonna. I don't know. Maybe if
A lot of bands do these
yeah,
days.
because he's like my best pal. So
He's a good
and he's
singer as
very
well.
very good
Songwriter,
and I write a lot of songs with him as well. So that could possibly happen in the future as well.
Okay. Anybody famous or anybody a bit that I might
if
know?
we wish. Arctic
My
Monkeys,
personal.
1975.
Yeah, I'd say Matt Healy from the 1975.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you write all your own material?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we write our own songs.
But we do some covers
We
at
do
gigs
about.
as well.
It's more of a we play more originals than covers. Well, we try to nowadays.
Okay. How do you find the originals go down?
We get more respect if you do more originals,
Yeah.
kind of, because you've wrote them and it's kind of all your own work.
Yeah, and
And plus, no one can tell you you're doing it wrong if it's
No.
your own song.
yeah,
That's
that's true.
I mean, the reason I ask is because a lot of bands do their own originals, but then wonder why the gigs are empty. And my own theory is that obviously, well, I suppose it's fairly obvious, really. It's not my own theory. That obviously people prefer songs that they already know.
It's like we tend to open with an original and then go like straight into a cover.
Yeah,
Right.
then
To, like, hold an audience.
To get
then
their interest.
we tend to we play like a couple about a few covers, then most the originals, and
Right.
yeah.
That's a good idea. So what kind of songs do you normally cover then, would you say?
We tend to cover songs that are like bands that we're all into, like sort of Peace, To a Cinema Club, stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, so quite popular bands.
But like we all have to agree on a song to cover,
Right,
otherwise we won't be all into it and gigs and stuff.
yeah. Because I think that's a good way of attracting, getting a fan base, isn't it? 'Cause people come along to hear the songs that they know, and then you put in some of your own ones.
It's always good to see people dancing to us and stuff. So
Singing lyrics
it's
back.
it's
and
it's a
getting
it's a good
involved.
feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got to the point yet where people are singing your lyrics back to you?
No, not
Oh.
yet. But
That's why.
but
Next
I think
goal.
when we re-record our EP, then release it properly, then hopefully.
Wow. Hopefully that will, yeah. I'd imagine it must take a few years, though, before you get to the point when people are singing...
Well, if you get a cash enough song,
yeah,
then
that's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
If people like it.
Okay. All right, then. So you're about to perform one of your covers, aren't you, here live in the studio, A Certain Romance by the Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
Okie doke, that's brilliant. What made you choose this song to cover?
George.
It's like we all like the Arctic Monkeys
Right.
as a band, and
You
it's
like-
our favourite Arctic Monkeys song,
Oh, okay.
debatably. But it's like the only not original cover that we've done.
Yeah,
that sticks with us.
It's the only cover that we've done since our first gig back in like October that we've
Chloe's
played,
18th. Shout out to Chloe Wardle, by the way.
that we've played every gig.
Really?
Yeah.
So you play at every gig?
We've played it every gig so far.
Towards the
yeah.
end as well. Because of the
We probably
solo.
will start playing it soon.
I think that's a good idea because a lot of people think...
Sometimes
oh, yeah,
the feel of the songs go.
yes.
So-
Because like, you don't want to end with some acoustic,
Yeah.
sad.
No, you want to end on a high, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah,
Leaving
and big,
people
and
wanting
big.
more.
You say the big best for last.
Absolutely. Okay, so this is A Certain Romance by the Arctic Monkeys, but here it's performed live in the studio by Explicit Youth.
They might wear classic Reeboks, or knackered Converse, or tracky bottoms tucked in socks. All of that's what the point is not. The point's that there ain't no romance around there, and there's the truth that they can't see. I'd probably like to throw a punch at me, and if you could only see him, then you would agree that there ain't no romance around there, you know. Oh, it's a funny thing, you know. We'll tell him if you like, we'll tell him all tonight, they'll never listen, because their minds are made up, of course it's all okay to carry on that way. But over there, there's broken bones. There's only music, so that there's no ringtones. And it don't take no Sherlock Holmes to see it's a little different around there. Don't get me wrong though, there's boys in bands and kids who like to scrap with pool cues in their hands. Just cause he's had a couple of cans, he thinks it's alright to act like. Don't you know? Oh, it's a funny thing, you know. We'll tell him if you like, we'll tell them all tonight, they'll never listen, because their minds are made up, of course it's all okay to carry on that way. But I said no, oh no, well you won't get me to go, not anywhere, cause I won't go, oh no, no. Over there, there's friends of mine. What can I say? I've known them for a long, long time, and they might overstep the line, but just cannot get angry in the same way. So not in the same way. So not in the same way.
That was A Certain Romance by the Arctic Monkeys, performed live in the studio for Made in Leicester by Explicit Youth. That was brilliant, chaps, if you don't mind me saying. Have you guys got an EP out or anything like that?
Last week in half term, we recorded 3 tracks, just demos, but we listened over them and they needed some tweaks, so we're going to re-record the whole thing, but with a couple of different songs.
Oh, that's pretty impressive, because you've only been going, like you say, since about October time.
Yeah, about October, yeah.
Crikey, you've already got an EP out, or getting one out.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I'm always interested, when you record an EP, is it one of these things you sort of like doing in your bedroom type? Because I suppose with all the equipment around today.
I've got a close friend to me called Peter McLeod, and he's very technical with all that stuff. And he's
studying at a college.
Yeah,
and it was his project as well.
And like, he's got like really a lot of good recording equipment, so he just I asked him if we could record our EP there at his house, and he said yeah, so we just record it there.
I think he's using it for his college application as well.
Oh, that's good. So it suits it several purposes. Oh, okay. I find that sort of remarkable though, that you can be around only for a couple of months and have an EP ready to go out. What about albums? When do you think you'll have your first album out?
We need a few more originals.
We need. We'll probably, when we finish this EP, when we finish recording, we'll probably release another one, either late this year or the start of next year.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I don't know what's going to take off from there.
Yeah, and then presumably, because presumably next year you'll start playing in. You'll apply for festivals and things like that. Because I think you've sort of missed the boat this year. A bit too late. Okay. So what are your plans for the future?
George?
The dream would be to be big. Just like enough to be able to pay the bills.
All right.
I'd say
the minimum.
That's really my only aspiration, is to play music, I guess. It sounds really cliche and stuff, but yeah.
Just to tour around the country or the world.
Yeah, that'd be remarkable.
Just to earn enough to make a living.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too difficult, to be honest. I mean, we get a few bands in here that just about do that.
I mean, there's big bands like By the Rivers.
Yeah.
And that they're really good.
Is that what they're doing?
I'm not sure, but they're quite successful within their fan base in Leicester.
I've seen they're going to be playing at Strawberry Fields, aren't they, this year? Just saw it.
Yeah.
Nice one. Okay. So what about gigs and stuff? Where do you normally gig?
We have a gig at venues in Leicester or places like parties and stuff.
Our first gig was my sister's 18th.
That was to like about, how many people was that?
It was like 70, wasn't it?
About 70, 80 people, yeah. And we were like all bricking it. So, and it was quite cool because we thought we were like the best, but yeah.
Oh,
no, we were quite good. No, we were quite good.
But like, there's no competition or anything.
Yeah, I suppose. So out of those 70 people, then, are most of them fans of yours now, would you say? Or?
Well, the most of them like us on Facebook.
The younger people, yeah. Like people around our age, yeah.
That's quite a good
the
start.
grandmas, not so.
So what places do you prefer to gig then in Leicester? I presume it's the Shed and places like that.
We've played the Shed twice, I think.
We practice at Lot 42.
We practice at Lot 42
well.
sometimes, so just venues like that, I suppose.
Okay. Okay, so your next gig then is where and when?
It's the 15th of March at Lock 42 in Leicester.
We're supporting a band called We Can Be Astronauts.
Oh yeah, I know them.
And they're really good as
They're
well.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Joshua Barnett.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know what.
They're brilliant though.
Yeah. We played with them.
We supported them at a pub in Colville.
Yeah, that was probably
Vic.
Yeah, the
That
Vic.
was
That
the
was
best. That was a good gig.
That was a brilliant gig. That was probably our best one so far. There's something about that was just really good.
I can imagine. It's good atmosphere in the
Yeah.
Vic. Because it's Bikers Pub, everybody's just so relaxed. Okay, yeah, so your next gig is 15th of March, Lock 42. How much is it to get in?
It's £3 on the door.
Brilliant. Again, that's a great venue, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that because the venue part, the music part, the bits where the bands play, is separate to the bar. So if you want to go for a quiet chat, you can go over to the bar. area,
Plus they have a
sit down.
backstage area.
Yeah, that's like one of the
The
only,
Shed doesn't.
That's like one of the only venues in Leicester. I think that has a proper.
So
Other than like the O2 and the Montfort Hall. But
the thing is,
it's small venues.
So as a band, then, do you prefer to hang out in the backstage area?
No, it's kind of, we're like a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if we've got friends and stuff that are
Friends and
out
stuff,
the front,
we'll go chill with them.
Yeah. So as a reviewer, because I do a lot of gig reviews for music in Leicester and arts in Leicester and things like that, and I like it when I see the bands actually in the audit coming out into the audience watching the other bands.
We played a gig at Lot 42, which was our first club gig, and we really did not fit into that lineup at all.
Oh.
It was Slash and
it was like
heavy
really
screamo.
yeah.
But we got told we were the best there.
Right, excellent.
So
Not by a screamo fan, I take it.
It was by one of their dads.
no,
so
they,
it was
they like they were all like moshing stuff to each other's other steps. Then they were like standing there during our set. So
it was a difficult audience.
Yeah.
but we had fun. So
Character building, I suppose.
yeah.
Okay, so that's your next gig, 15th of March, Lock 42, £3 to get in. I think that's a 14 plus, isn't it?
It's 14 plus.
Yeah, brilliant. And how can people get hold of you?
They can check us out on Facebook, Twitter,
At
Instagram.
EY official on Twitter.
And what are you called in all these things?
we're
quickly?
just Explicit Youth on
No underscores or anything.
on Facebook.
It's Twitter's EY_official_, and it's all in capitals.
Oh, right.
or they can just email me if they know me.
Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, or or any of the
Yeah.
band members like Liam or Jack.
Okay, but the main thing is, I suppose, Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah, Explicit Youth. Brilliant. Well, thanks for coming on. It's been
Thank
great
you.
Thank
having
you.
And
Thanks for
good
having
luck.
us.
That's all right.
Cheers.
Thanks, and good luck for your gig on the 15th of March. And if you'd like to see videos of Explicit Youth's live performance here in the studio, visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/Made in Leicester, and the number 1.